Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Liaisons reaction. This will probably be the last reaction I do on Liaisons until next week, Monday, because this weekend there'll be two launch TV reactions to react to. But this one is long, 38 minutes, 38 and a half minutes. So this is going to be a long reaction here. And judging from time, seriously? Yeah, I'll be a little after 1 when I finish this video, so not too worried about that though, because it's gonna take I'm gonna need a literal hour to do Devil Inside episode 49 today anyway. But with that being said, let's get into this reaction. Also, I think Larry's on vacation, so I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of Tom in this one.
Hey, I am not nearly as chipper as I might appear. Today's just been one of those days, it seems. First it starts off, going out to take care of, the birds out there. No, you can't even... you get the idea. And while I'm taking care of the water, guess what? Because I just switch into a different pair of shoes, because I'm not going to wear, my normal flip-flops I wear around the house in a chicken coop. You're just going to track whatever's in the chicken coop back into the house. Or I have to wash them every single time. That's annoying. So I have a different pair of shoes that I put on, and when I went to go take care of the water, it gets all the dirt in there. So the dirty, nasty chicken water slipped in the little, crack between where my foot and the side of the shoe is, just slurped right in there, right into my soul and right into my soul, and I hated both. Sorry, I already started out terrible. The sun's been behind clouds all day, which sucks because the temperature's actually good, and I'm just rambling about how things suck today. Because the whole point of this is the whole vacation thing with Dad, Joe, and Kevin. I don't really have beef with Kevin. Kevin was gone for most of it. I doubt he didn't even know that I wasn't going. I don't know why I think that. It could just be the case. But some of you might be thinking, oh, Tom, you can't just let it live rent-free in your head. Well, too late. It's moved in. It's sitting there. It's just...
Question. Who's holding the camera? Is it Diana's on that vacation? I don't know who's holding the camera right now.
I mean, nuts. So, I'm sure that at some point on the vacation that they're on, either Dad or Joe, it's oh, there's a shame that Tom's not here. And the children's yeah. And it's the whole, they look at each other, they start cracking up laughing, because it's just So, I don't know if that's just a notion in my head, or if that's what's actually happening, because Dad uses this phrase with me quite a bit. He can stuff his sorries in a sack. I don't, when he says, oh, I thought it was going to hurt your feelings if I told you that you weren't invited. It's going to hurt more when which is you're going, wait, hold on, you're taking all these guys on a vacation. It's considered a thing that's a thing among friends, and you don't even consider inviting your own son to it. I don't understand the leap in logic of, oh, I'm not going to tell him. He might be upset about that.
Yeah, granted, Tom should just get over this by now, because this is what, the fifth video he's been complaining about this whole vacation debacle on. But at the same time, I kind of have to show some sympathy for Tom too, because Larry should have given him a heads up and invited him. I mean, if Diana's there especially, yeah, it's weird. And it doesn't help with the tension that's been happening between Larry and Tom lately as well. So, and Tom made a comment about a video or two ago, something about he's done with all of this. He said something like that. So I'm not sure what that means, if it even means anything. So we'll have to find out what happens. But it sucks things have been so tense between Tom and Larry. And we've seen tense moments between the two before, but not as much as I've been seeing in the last few weeks on this channel. It's even shown a little bit on Launch TV too, so that's saying something. So I guess we'll see what happens. Plus, if Tom ever decides he doesn't want to be a part of the channel anymore and he wants to move out, I'm sure he has enough money saved to get his own place, or he can move in with Jesse, because Jesse and Ashley, the only people living at the Ridgewood house right now. Yates was there, but he ended up going back to California to finish school. As you guys remember, you saw Yates and the Jesse Ridgewood reactions, a couple McJuggernuggets reactions, and then a lot of the Larry reactions. So,
if like I'm never going to find out, like he won't be more upset later if I wait until later for him to either find out or to tell him later. And he's probably going to find out himself. Anyway. Point is, I'm still a little mad about that. And
You never forget your first or...
yeah, but no harm with you being mad about it, though. Honestly, if I was in a position, Tom, I'd probably the same way.
about that. And this is supposed to be also like my good time. I'm supposed to be like, hanging out, having a good time. I already had a party with my friends. That was fun.
I'm not really picking a side either, though. Tom has been overreacting and making things more tense than it should, but at the same time, I can't take Larry's side either. So Larry should have bought this thing up a few weeks ago. I mean, Joe wouldn't have had a chance to lie about that whole thing in the You Should Crash This Vacation video that I reacted to. Had Larry brought this up to him and this was just an idea. So I'm sure this was planned months in advance. So there's also that too. But yeah, anyways, let's continue.
But crappy day like today, and I think to myself, what would be great? Another party. Yeah. But I'm not actually having a party. But I had a party. If you get what I'm saying. So this is just sort of a plan to sort of prank Dad a little bit into thinking that I threw my own party to have my own enjoyment here. Because why not, I think I'm entitled to that.
I'm sorry, Tom. Did you see me and a couple other people on the Discord suggest that? Okay, so you'll see if you go to my Devil Inside Showcase episode 47. You'll see that Discord popped up quite a bit in that showcase. And I was talking with a couple other Larry's Lounge fans, subscribers, loungers, whatever you want to call them. And someone suggested that Tom should throw a party and leave the house a mess to prank Larry. And then if Larry gets mad, he can point out that Joe has done the same thing and all that. That person said that. I agreed. I think that'd be a cool thing that Tom could do. And if that's what's actually happening here, that just tells me that it looks like when people give ideas on the Discord, that kind of influences some of these videos sometimes. So that's really good to know. I didn't think of the idea of Tom doing that little prank on Larry thing. Someone else did, but I agreed to it. So, yeah. But yeah, there's a bit of Larry's Lounge conversation in the Double Sided episode 47 that I did. If you go back on my channel, you'll have to skim through the video or just watch the whole video. It's a long video, but you'll see the Discord thing pop up quite a bit. And the other half of the video didn't really pop up as much, but like in the first half it did, so.
First part of which is right in here. Give me just a quick second, because there's stuff in the way. Oh look, there's a case of... Well, there's actually two cases of beer in here. One of which is Miller, one of which is Corona. I might get Joe back with something at a later date, considering, he's the way that he could have done his part to make sure that this wasn't an issue. When I first brought it up and like, hey, why don't you go crash this vacation? He could have been like, well, funny thing about
Yeah, but yeah, Joe shouldn't have lied, but at the same time, like I said, Larry should have given this heads up to you and given you the decision like months ago when this was an idea. But again, it doesn't help that Tom has been overreacting. It just flares up drama and makes things more tense. So.
I was actually already going on vacation. So was Kevin. I'd be like, what? And then I wouldn't have had any beef with Joe if he had just said something. But no, Instead, he decided to play dumb and play dumb games, win stupid prizes. So, but I'll worry about Joe later. Right now, this is Dad's only case of beer that he has of Corona that's in there. Oh, but wait. Nobody who came to my party brought any beer. But we're gonna need some, though, so I don't think he'll mind. Yeah, hold on. This is a bit awkward right now, because I gotta have this on tripod, so it's gonna be like...
Oh, it's on a tripod. I didn't even notice. I thought someone was filming you. Okay, good to know.
Sort of awkward face cam almost, but not really, because I gotta walk backwards, and hopefully I didn't... Okay, yeah, now we're good. Alright, this is just to kind of... Like I said, I already had a bit of a shindig with my friends. It was, calm, quiet little thing, and, we didn't actually drink any of Dad's beers. Not that he's gonna know that. Let's see. There we go. I can hide that a bit better later on.
Yeah.
But he'll never think to look for his beer in my room. He won't even be able to think that his beer's even missing by the time he even really notices. Let's see. Oh, but that's right. We actually had enough people that we had to take what was already in the fridge.
A mini way to make your day pop.
God.
Well, that we had to take what was already in the fridge. Yeah, my little party was just like a little barbecue. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, I was wrong. So we brought Guinness, but it was just the one guy who brought Guinness. Nobody else really liked the Guinness, so we're going to, the Guinness is,
Oh, looks like we've got a buggy reaction to do.
real talk, I've had Guinness, it's alright, I'm not the biggest fan of it. By the way, Crab Alfredo, fantastic. I made it again. Let's see. Alright, so first things first, let's start hiding this. Let's just see how many I can fit down here. Should I shake them up? Ooh, should I shake them up? No.
Wait. Okay. I've had cans of beer before. And I don't know if it, does what soda does when you shake up the can. I don't know if that's actually the case with beer. Maybe I'll try it one of these days, but I don't know. I've never seen a beer explode with the fizz or whatever you want to call it. Is what soda would do if you shook that up too. So if you shake up a can of soda enough, it really sprays. A little spray on it and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm not too sure about that. So I'm a little curious about if beer does the same thing as soda does. Anyways, let's continue.
I'll shake one. I don't know how long the carbonation will last. If the pressure will probably mitigate by the time he actually goes to drink any. But alright, that's gonna happen intermittently. It's like a little alarm thing. It's like, hey, you left the fridge open. And it's like, yes, I know. I'm standing right here in front of the fridge. You don't need to let me know that. But it's going to keep letting you know that until you do something about it. Alright, so this will be a way to hide most of these. Can't really hide too many more, though. Oh, no, I totally can. I can fit another row in here. Easy. And have it still be conspicuous. Shush! Shush, refrigerator.
Hey, at least it's not the horn thing that we keep hearing every time they're near the chicken coop. I mean, we're obviously not going to hear that here because he's in the house.
Lunch meat. So, in this party, this quote-unquote party, all of Dad's beer has been drunk. Or at least all the beer he likes. There we go, that's all nice and away. Nobody really liked the Millers, though, so we're gonna we're just gonna move.
Yeah, I know what Miller Lite is even like. I've never had that specific beer. I'm only tried 4 types of beer in the past: Budweiser, Bud Light, Natty Daddies. If you guys don't know what that is, I guess that's not a common brand everywhere. And now Corona Light, the beer that Larry drinks, is also on that list because my Aunt Jenna last week at dinner let me taste a few sips, so I was always curious because I've never had Corona before. So, yeah, I was a little curious about that too. So, anyways, let's continue.
I'm sorry the beeping's annoying that this thing does. It's...
Tom, it's no different than the beep beep honking noise I hear whenever you guys are doing challenges or doing something with the chickens or something like that in the backyard. The same thing with that, so I can handle the beeping on the fridge.
We yell at this thing every week during grocery shopping. Oh, actually, I could... Wait a minute, I can hide it behind the eggs. I don't need to take the nose out. Because, of course, why would he ever look behind his precious eggs? I just gotta lay them sideways. You know what? This will be the magic one. This will be the magic one. Alright. There's 3. I think I can stack another extra 1 up on top. Probably get 2. Might as well just move all the Coronas, you know?
So yeah, drinking beer is not a big deal for me, but you gotta give a hand to Tom for not really wanting to drink. Even though my cousin Ben makes jokes about it, he's probably going to be the same way too. He's never had beer before, and he probably won't when he turns 21, which is going to be in 2 months. So, but yeah. So yeah, kudos to you, Tom. I mean, you kind of remind me of my cousin with that as well. I mean, he's obviously had a few to drink in his past. Tom has. I'm sure there's going to come a time where it's going to be the same thing with Ben in the future, but yeah, that is something I have most definitely noticed as well. So, anyways, let's continue. Yeah, this video's probably going to be close to an hour.
That was just like...
Raise a toast to crunchy.
Whoa, okay, what's with the ads? Not even 10 minutes in, that's a 3rd ad.
I'm trying to do this as fast as I can, you refrigerate it.
Oh my god, Tom.
Now the jig is up if any of them actually, like, slide. But I don't think they'll have enough weight to push an entire full carton of eggs. Especially because there's a little lip right here that prevents it from moving, so that's fine. That is A-okay. Yeah, you can't even tell. You can't even tell. Oh, this is great. Okay, so I am gonna have to move some of these to, the bottles. I don't know what to do about the bottles. You can't really hide those up here. This is the only place high enough for the bottles down here. Okay, so he's gonna wind up having 3 beers left. But all his cans, oh, they got drunk. I mean, that's what happens when you invite a bunch of people over, right? You know, you already have a stock of beer. They want beer. They don't bring their own, except for the one guy who brought Guinness. Then they gotta drink something, so they might as well just drink the Coronas, eh? And he will never know the difference. All I just gotta do is move the Millers back into place. Boom. Alright. Guinness, we'll just slide that right there, and I can put my crab Alfredo back right there. Oh yeah, we just got a peach tart. Somebody made that and brought that over. I'm not the biggest fan of peaches, and I was originally going to just throw it away, but then I thought, we can be over this. You know, I had a bunch of different, this is basically like a conglomeration of a bunch of small ideas into one larger idea. And here's the second part of this. Look at that. Larry's kitchen. But Larry's not here right now, is he? So that makes this Tom's kitchen. Give me just a second.
Yeah, I saw that in the thumbnail.
Because my idea for that
Oh, I like that you did that too.
is quite simple. You can probably already figure out what I'm going to be doing. So it's going to be real easy. I got a piece of paper. I can just put the piece of paper up right like this. And I can just write Tom right across that. Make it my kitchen. So let's see now. I can go like that. So we'll put the fold right there. Of course, we'll need a way to stick it up there. And for that, we'll need tape. I'm not going to use duct tape, though, because duct tape might ruin the paint, and, well, that's a bit of an issue. Ooh, painter's tape. Let's see, do we happen to have masking tape anywhere? Tape. Okay, we do have tape. I was going to say, it'd be weird if we didn't, because I remember us having a bunch of masking tape, and I don't know why we wouldn't have it. Like I said, though, no duct tape. Alright, this should wind up being enough. I'll use the painter's tape for this sign, and I'm also going to be doing the sign outside, you'll see. I should have gotten a second piece of paper. I'll have to get that. Sharpie. I need a Sharpie. Here we are. See, the original idea I had for this was just like layering tape over it and then writing, but that's a lot of tape. And I could just use a piece of paper right across that. So, here's our wall. And let me just bring that in like this. Thank you for bearing with me a moment. Alright, so we're going to make this kind of blocky, you know. I don't have the best handwriting, so it's going to look slightly drunk no matter what. So... there. That's my name.
Yep.
Don't wear it out. And now it's simply a matter of getting a little piece of tape. Oh, sorry, hold on, let me. There we go. And by little, I mean however much I need. It's not gonna be using a ton of tape. And put this right up like that. And tape that around. Ah, well. One piece of tape's not gonna cut it now, is it?
Ironic. Family activities.
My lounge, my kitchen. I got tape on the paper. Oh, that's convenient. It came right off. No, don't cover the T. The T's like half the point of it. There. See? Just put them both on the paper first. I'm not saying you guys should do the same thing if, ever, but...
Mr. Walker. Oh.
Ever, but... I've got my reasons. Dang it, it's sticking up a little bit. Alright, we gotta fix that then. More tape. So the funny thing about tape, which is actually going to culminate in one of the other things I'm going to be doing. Alright, one more piece of tape. Alright, I'm just going to have to deal with that corner not taping down properly. There we go. Alright. And there we go.
Can't be on the
Tom's
camera
kitchen.
uploaded too?
Alright, let me get another piece of paper. As I regaled you with the tale of the first time that I had a party here at this house.
Fuck.
So, had people over.
I did want that.
I'll rest that over to the side at some point. And we're all just hanging out, as we do. And one of my friends, I don't even remember who at this point, had the brilliant idea of taping a line to our thermostat with duct tape. You know, something that to anybody else, it wouldn't really be that big deal. But like, you kind of think, like, why? But it's also like, okay, they were drinking, they were having a good time, they're just having fun. Except my dad got really mad at it for some reason. You know what reason he gave? Because apparently the wires in the thermostat were, like, partially loose or something, and he was worried that, like, putting the thing up there would break it and, like, ruin the wiring. Even when I heard that, I was like, huh? What do you mean? He said later on that he was more upset about the duct tape on the paint, which, okay, that's fair. That's why I'm not doing duct tape for anything today. However, you don't just say, oh, I was worried about this thing, because that's dumb, for lack of a better word. Anyway, we're taking this outside now.
Outside.
Because it wouldn't be complete without the entire lounge becoming mine. It's a bit awkward. I wish that I could just like attach the camera to like a little cart, like you know those like scissor lift sort of deals. Like one of those. Alright, so Larry's Lounge, soon to be under new ownership. Okay, so that. We'll just do a similar thing, fold it like that.
Oh boy, I cannot wait to see Larry's reactions to all this. That's gonna be an interesting reaction.
Right on this table over here.
Next week, though. But not right away next week.
It's a bit of a time-consuming process, so do forgive me.
Do not know how long this will take.
Alright, now this one needs to have the full thing, so we're just gonna make it real simple. There we go. Let's get some tape on that. Oh, shush, you stupid birds. I swear, it's like every time you come out, you just hear in the distance. And then you get close, and that's when they start going like, I can't even imitate the noise they make properly. Alright.
I'll begin one
Enough.
can.
Look at that, it's a chair or something. Alright, there we go. Oh, believe me, we're not even done yet. Once I get this up.
Oh, really? Well, there is good in that sound, so I'm on the very clean.
There we go. Tom's Lounge. Alright. Now. Alright, so we've done a little bit of a harmless tomfoolery, some might call it. But then again, it doesn't really look too much like a party's happening now, does it? Well, we gotta fix that, don't we? So how are we gonna fix that it looks, to make it look like a party's happening here? Smack myself in the face. Well, first things first would be redoing the whole lime on the thermostat thing. Because my friends have turned it into an in-joke, and honestly, I still think it's pretty funny about the lime on the thermostat. In fact, one of my friends who does streams on Twitch, his channel points icon is a picture of the line taped to the thermostat.
Okay.
So, without further ado, look at that, our thermostat. Amazing, isn't it? I'll be just a second. Look at that line I grabbed. Well, it wasn't there for convenience. This thing I've actually had the idea of doing for a little bit now. because I thought it would be funny. Hopefully I got enough tape. If not, I'll just get more. And right like that. A line tape to the thermostat.
Let's see that.
So, you know, it's a little bit of a genuine thing because, of course, if all your friends think something like that's funny, it feels like it's funny to do it again. So I could even say, like, oh, no, I didn't know I don't know that they were doing that. That's kind of messed up. I thought they learned how to do the thermostat thing. Alright, so we've got, like, ho ho hee hee, we're just guys being dudes. We're doing stuff. But now we need a little something more to make it look like an actual party has taken place. So now's the part where we have to start making it look like the party looked a little bit of a mess. So over here at the table, that's my crab Alfredo recipe. I'm just gonna leave that over here on the side and just put that face down. Whatever. I'll move this, so it looks like we at least have the foresight to move this. Let's see, games. Games happen at a party. What do we got here? Codenames. Codenames is a good one that has a bunch of cards just laying around. Oh yeah, almost forgot. There were chocolate chip cookies in this. Obviously not anymore. This is going to go... ooh, I got it. This can just go on the couch. You know, we can leave the masking tape out because we'll just say that just got left out. Anyway, Codenames. Really fun game. I'm not going to set it up, like, properly. I'm just going to toss a bunch of cards around and, you know, woo! That didn't scatter around nearly as much as I had hoped. That's definitely not enough for a full game. There we go. This is an extra battery for the chicken coop door. We can leave, like, my stuff there. Actually, no. I should move at least some of it. Yeah, we'll move this. I'll just take the charger out here and just move the laptop and the mouse. We'll leave the mouse pad here. You know, again, make it look like a party is taking place. I wouldn't just leave this stuff out if there was a party. Let's see. There we go. Then again, maybe I would have moved it back afterwards, but that's fine. Yeah, that card. Because, you know, once somebody wins, then it's just like, oh, well, let me shed some light on the situation. I'm sorry that I kept you in the dark for so long. Ha, ha, ha. Jokes. Alright, so we'll just put some of that there as if it was the One Spy Master. That. And we'll say the red one. So all the reds are just going to be scattered about. I'll just leave this open and just set right there. Boom. All right. Now there's one last piece de resistance in order to make this authentic that me and the guys are just having a good time. Melon.
Oh. Hey, Melon is there.
Don't ask questions because you're not going to get an answer that, or at least not one that would
What's with that term?
make sense. I mean, come on.
What's with that term lately? Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Tom is not the only person to use that. Williams used that term a couple of times. Sophia said it quite a few times. Even Ariel said it a few times. Not sure where that term came from. It seemed to come out of nowhere. Don't ask questions. Almost no one use that term like that until about a month or two ago.
When a bunch of guys are just out having themselves a good time, they're gonna be doing stupid stuff, especially if they're drinking. I mean, you've seen how like my dad, Joe, and Kevin are. And then you get situations where even when you're not drinking, you're just out with the guys. It's just like, oh, well, we're just gonna, we're gonna go to ShopRite. Like the day that we like first invented the recipe for fry cake, and one of my friends decided it'd be a great idea in the parking lot of ShopRite to drop kick a shopping cart. Wound up skinning up his elbows and like some of his chin, and it's just like, why did you do that? You know, we were younger. What can I say? Alright, so let's see, that's all good and messed up. Let's see. Oh, actually, the cookies thing reminded me. Okay, we've got the mess out here on the table now. That's fine. Why'd you leave the keys up on the table? You wanted to. You know what else I want to do? Start setting up a little bit of food stuff. So, my folks left this, pretzels. Dot's pretzels. They're just like spiced pretzels. I don't really know how else to say it. There's not that much left. I thought for sure that this had more in it because this bag is kind of full. I guess it's just full of air. Anyway, so let's go put this. Tripod got stuck. I'm sorry. Let's put these into a. Let's put these into a plastic bag and act like they all got eaten by the party goers. I mean, for pretzels, they're not bad. But, you know, considering that they had a little bit left, I'm sure that they were planning on saving them. But, oh well, they shouldn't have left them out. That's actually hardly anything. I could have used a smaller bag. Yeah. Alright, well, this can go up in a cabinet. A little bit in this cabinet. There we go. Alright, so we'll take this, and what do you think? Cheddar and sour cream, ordinary potato chips, or the Ripples? Let's go cheddar and sour cream, because that's, you know, that's got like dust on it and all that, so it's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be all like, all up everywhere, and it's just gonna get all over stuff. It's, you know, it's stuff that you don't want to happen to your couch. But whoopsie doopsie, it happened to this couch. As you can see, somebody had cookies just sitting there on the side. We left all of our controllers just sitting out, including over here. This is where, oops, oh no, somebody left the bag of dots almost upside down. Let me do that. Okay, now no crumbs will actually spill out. I'm not the biggest fan of cheddar and sour. I like sour cream and onion chips. I'm not the biggest fan of cheddar and sour cream, but that being said, I am pretty hungry. I stand corrected. These are actually really good. I'm not going to leave these open and sitting out. I'm going to use one of the plain potato chips. That is going in my snacks. Yeah, slight deviation in the plan. Boom. All right. See, now the couch looks as though it has been made a mess. We can leave this bag of chips. You know what, we'll roll up this bag of chips, we'll leave it rolled up, and I'll put it right there. Like somebody just rolled it up on their own. It's kind of left it like that. Alright, now out here in the kitchen. We should have more a little bit messed up. I already took a clothespin off of these chips. So we can just leave this right over here like this. And you know what? Somebody decided they were going to take it just a little too far. And not only did they tape a line to the thermostat, but some joker taped another line to not like that. Taped another line to the stove. Oh, big funny. Alright, hopefully that just stays. Because, you know, you do a joke like that once and it's just like, oh, it's funny the first time. You do it a second time the exact same way, alright, cool, that's still great. You do it a third time, it's just like, alright, we get it. I don't know if that's going to wind up staying. If it doesn't, that might also still be funny. We're still not done yet, though, because, like, yeah, okay, we got a little bit of trash here and there, but it's not dirty enough, I don't think. This is the part that I had to do a little bit of extra effort for. So, right down here, I don't know if you noticed while I was swinging the camera around, you might not have. I got some old Corona beer cans that Dad had already drank. It's real easy to find them in the trash. They're just kind of sitting right on top usually. So, considering, oh god, there's beer all over these. Ugh. Oh god, this is like days and days and days old. Ugh. But these are just gonna be scattered around a little bit. You know, like right there. Let's see, where else can we put some more beer cans? There's probably a couple of them over here on the side near the window. That, oh, I guess some people did have some of the Millers. I'll leave that standing. But this one we'll leave to the side. This one's empty. Well, we'll point it that way. Stay. 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 Our house is slightly tilted, so that's why that sort of thing happened. Alright, center island. This is where we can probably put not a bulk of them, then just a decent little handful. I think there's a lime in that one. That's lovely. There we go. Oh, that popcorn bag. Oh, actually, first of all, that was a bit louder than I intended. The same jokester, probably, who did that, put that line up there, guess what they also did? They put a beer can all the way up there. And who does that? Boy, do I have some nasty friends. Let's leave the whole place a mess. Let's see, gonna need a couple of cans for outside. We'll put a couple over here. They're a little too tall. I was gonna put one, like, in the coffee maker. Just because that would be funny. We'll also just, like, do that and... oopsies. Not that you really got to see that, but, somebody tried to put all the things back and they missed! Oh, jeez. Alright, let's see. That popcorn, yeah, I keep bringing this up. So I brought over like a little thing of like little snack packs. A little bag of Cheetos and such. So we're gonna go full mess with this one. Here, let me make it so you actually see. We're gonna go full mess with it. Well dang, somebody's a bit of a pigsty out here, aren't they? Oops. Alright. There's a few more cans. I want to put a couple of them out in the living room and the dining room, and then we'll get outside. outside. I hate that this like has old beer in it. All right. Maybe that's a good spread. And you know, we'll have a little bit of civility, and that the people who are out here use the coasters. I don't think there's gonna be enough to put actually outside, except for just 2 of them. Oh well. Except for this guy. Except for this guy. That's not very civil. Alright. Last but not least, a little bit of outside. You know what? No, we need some just a little bit of extra decor out here. Because somebody really had it out for the den. And they just burst the whole thing of popcorn open. Hey. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to see the look on Dad's face when he gets home and sees just how much fun I can have by myself. Well, me and my friends. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. Because I had seen these up here and I wanted them to also be scattered around. You know that we just had this towering pillar of hats. We're gonna put one on a little pachyderm. Put one over there. I'll scatter the rest of these out in the other room. Let's go. Put one hat there. Because of course some of in this house, if there's a party, there's hats. I don't know if that's the case all the time. You know what also bugs Dad a lot? You know what really bugs him? When the couch is pulled away a bit. Like somebody sat down just a little too hard, and the whole couch got pulled back. I just fixed it, didn't I? Like not far, but it's enough, and it just doesn't quite look right. But that's what makes it funny. So we got that. We know for a fact somebody was sitting right here. Somebody was sitting right there. And we got one more hat, which will simply... Oh, this will go on the melon. Yeah, there we go. That's something stupid that my friends would do. Put the hat on the melon. Yeah, look at him. Now that looks like a party to me.
Oh, crap. Oh, wow, Tom. Oh, I can't wait to see Larry's reaction on that. That's going to be funny. But no, that was a pretty good video. Long, but also good. So, this video was almost 50 minutes. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one. That was a pretty interesting video that Tom did. Diana's on vacation, obviously, because if she wasn't, she probably would have filmed for Tom.